I'm in a season of just attracting rejection. What I do. So my question was, after sitting and just thinking about this, am I really using the law of attraction to attract all of this rejection to me? So when I thought about that question, I don't think that we really attract rejection. I really don't think that. Just start by saying the last 2 weeks, like prior to this week just ending, I've had the last 2 weeks the most rejection. I wouldn't say, would I say the most rejection? Probably not the most rejection, but it just feels like the most rejection. So it just seemed like the more variables that I was putting in place into my life, the more I just felt rejection. I mean, I was getting rejection from all different types. Every type of rejection it seemed. Um, and it was all at one time. What I do believe is the fact that I've introduced so many different variables into my life at the same time, creating these different changes that I want. That vibration, right? That vibration is moving, and of course, you're going to get different outcomes because they were produced by different variables. So, like I said, I've had all different types of rejection coming in 2 weeks, but the things that I was working on was marketing myself and my resumes differently, uh, relationship or situationship, um, introducing some different variables to that I thought that me and that person were really on the same page with. That was I wouldn't say it was a fail, but that contributed to me. But it just seemed like after everything just built up, literally, it was just, I think it was just, I was hanging on to a thread, and then just one more thing happened, and I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I had a shutdown, complete shutdown, because it's just the fact that, as humans, we want to know that we're valuable, that everybody wants us, right? Everybody wants me. Everybody. I am good at everything, so everybody should recognize it and always pick me. Period. And reality is, it's just not like that. It's just not like that at all. And that's cool, but how do we now turn that around, right? I was reading something today when I got home from work, and it was just saying about how God was a turnaround specialist. And I said, you know what? Now you own to something. And basically, God was a turnaround specialist. He was able to turn things around, and that we should be living in the alignment with God. So that will make us turnaround specialists too, right? I know. So that really lifted my spirits. But before I read that, like I said, this was before this week. So 2 weeks prior to this week, I just had to settle in this myself. So what I did was just try to go back and just think of my own success stories. Just think of who I am for me. Still stay grounded in who I am and where I want to go on this path, and not let rejection defeat me. But guess what? Life is 80% of your efforts producing 20% of the outcomes. So I thought about that too, and out of all of these different changes that I was implementing, getting that vibration stirred up to turn things around for myself and what's going on in my own life, I just had to reflect that 80%, all of that stuff that I was doing, the rejection is only the 20% of the 80 that I was doing. So when I think of it on a big scale and on a picture like that, I'm actually just grateful that I'm able to just reflect and know and change my own mindset to better deal with rejection. It just came down to creating my own success stories. Even if you have to just put them on the wall, make sure you do that. Make sure you know you have a clear path and a direction of where you're going, and no matter what happens, you're still going to do that. I know somebody is going through this too, so